Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Where the Heck Are the Albans and Where the Heck Are the Albans? Today is Vivian's most excited favorite day. I'm very excited about it as well. Are you guys excited about it? Today we are in Liverpool, England, home of the Beatles, home of the ferry across the Mersey. But that's right, Jerry and the Pacemakers. But we are going to go on a tour, a Beatles tour. So we will hopefully be, we'll be seeing like Paul and John's house. We're gonna go visit the cavern, I believe. I think we're going to the.
But it's a Beatles tour.
But it is a Beatles tour. I know we're going to be going down Penny Lane, so we're looking very forward to this. So we're going to take, and now most of it's going to be on a bus. I'm just going to warn you, but hopefully we get off at the bus and some stops. So we're going to take you right along. So join us on the Beatles tour of Liverpool. All right, so here we are here we are in Liverpool. And we just got off the ship and we are walking down the pier, but we have to be careful because these are moving pontoons actually. Walk this way. Oh wait, it's not an Aerosmith tour. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are in the heart of the city we love, Liverpool. Becky, did you know there was going to be inclines in Liverpool? Wow, look at this car. It's an old Packard. Okay, so we're just waiting for our tour bus. We are tour bus number 17. And I know that because it's on our shirts and our tops right there. So Vivi dressed appropriately for Beatles Day. She's got the princesses, Disney princesses, going across Abbey Road. Look at that. I, on the other hand, have Darth Vader and the stormtroopers going across Abbey Road. But Emerson, Becky, and Melody did not go Beatles. They didn't want to be that guy, so.
In the first 500 years, absolutely nothing happened here. It was an insignificant little fishing hamlet. The population of Liverpool in the Middle Ages was 1,000 people, and that's it. So, you know, really a small little town until trade, until fortunes changed shamefully. It was in part due to the slave trade. We used to leave here with goods, take the goods over to Africa and swap them for slaves, and then take the slaves to the south of North America or to the Caribbean and swap them for rum, tea, coffee, spices, tobacco, sugar, all the things that this hungry country needed at the time. This became one of the principal cities and beneficiaries of the Industrial Revolution. The population of Liverpool in 1800 was 77,000. The population of Liverpool in 1900 was 685,000 people. That's probably when the Beatles' grandparents would have come here. It's certainly when my grandparents moved here. They moved here in 1918, my grandfather did, after he'd been shot in the First World War. He came to Liverpool to try and make a living. The Lennons were probably Irish. A lot of Irish people came over here in the mid-1800s, often with a view to go to America, but a lot of them stayed in Liverpool. Second World War, of course, is the time that the Beatles came into this world. They were all born between 1940 and 1945. George Harrison said that, you know, growing up it was hard enough to get a cup of sugar, never mind an electric guitar. But that's the atmosphere that they grew up in. It was a time of rationing. Even for many years after the war, there was rationing of certain products, mainly meat products. So the Beatles grew up in that time, and I think they couldn't have imagined exactly what they were going to be spearheading the movement of, which was the 1960s. I read the other day that someone on the radio that said, you know, before the 1960s, you went to school and then you left school and then you got a job and you became your dad, pretty much. But once the 60s came along, teenagers had disposable income, and this is something that the Beatles would be part of, because suddenly people were buying records in large amounts. We're not going to get out here. I just wanted to take advantage to show you the buildings over on your right. You can see a tower there with a bird on top. We were just the other side of that. That is the liver bird, and you will see it from other parts. It's a mythical bird. When King John founded the city in 1207, his emblem was an eagle, and obviously it's been badly drawn over the years, and what's emerged is this mythical bird. It's Liverpool, but it's the liver bird. We've got one that looks out to sea, and we've got one that looks into the city. They say that the one that looks out to sea is the female, and she is waiting for her seafaring partner to return, and the male looks into the city to see what time the pub's open, so they can go and have a drink. If you twist a little bit that way, you can see a red and white striped building. The brickwork is red and white. That was the headquarters of the company that built the Titanic. The Titanic did not sail from here, it sailed from Southampton, and it was built in Belfast, but the owners and consequently a lot of the workers were on the ship. The council wanted to knock this down in the 1980s, but it would have been too expensive to knock down, and that's what saved it for us today. It is built out of metal and brick. They used no wood, so it could never be burnt down. Okay, so if you follow me, we're not in a rush, then I'll walk you around to the Beatles Museum, okay?
I love the name of this boat. It's the Imagine, Living for Today. Look at that. So you've heard of a humpback camel, but what about a humped zebra crossing? You could get tacos, Becky.
Oh, tacos.
What's that? Real dairy ice cream. That is one big Adirondack chair right there. That. So this is the Anchor Courtyard. You would have actually seen this building in Across the Universe. Here's the Fab 4 store, where you can get all sorts of your Beatles wear in there. And this is the Beatles Museum, the Beatles story.
Yeah, I've heard.
So, of course, this is prepaid as part of the package when we, with our excursion. But there are the prices. Adult, £18. Concession, which is students and seniors, 60 plus, £14. A child is £10. Or you can get the 2 adults, 2 children for £47. We get our translator here and start the tour. And start. So the stage where the quarrymen played is right here on this side. So this is George Harrison's first guitar. So the birthplace of the Beatles, Pete Best invites you to come to the Casbah. This is what the stage of the Casbah used to look like, right here. And this was in Hamburg, Germany. There's Pete's drum set. Here's some of the different clubs that they would do. Taboo. So this is the Star Club in Hamburg, Germany. So this would be the Mercy Beat. So this is the Mercy Beat office. So Mersey Beat was a newspaper, and Brian Epstein used to work here, and he loved the Beatles so much he would feature them in the newspaper all the time. Later, of course, becoming their manager. This was just an office, but it was in the attic.
I like this.
Yeah. Matthew Street. Spelled a little wrong, but that's okay. So Matthew Street, the Beatles bought some of their very first instruments from Hesse Music Shop in Stanley Street, Liverpool. Hesse sold guitars, pianos, mouth organs, which are harmonicas, accordions and violins. John Lennon bought his first guitar from Hesse for £17 in 1957. Liverpool's local brewery since 1780. Higgins. So this is an exact recreation of what the street would have looked like where the cavern was located. Mind the steps. And here's what the cavern would look like.
The owner saw its great potential and changed direction as beat groups became more popular. The cavern used to hold both lunchtime and evening sessions.
So this is exactly what the cavern looked like. You could tell it's not very big, but they had a little kitchen back here, a little bar area, the seats, and then right up there is where the Beatles would play. Now if we go into the cavern today, you'll see that it does not look like this at all anymore. They completely have changed it, modernized it. But this is a picture of it. Look at that. They have recreated this perfectly.
The Beatles soon became the most popular and sought after group in Liverpool, and fans would queue for hours to see them. In 1961, a young businessman called Brian Becky found himself receiving so many requests for a record called My Body as his men's record.
Paul's bass, George's guitar, John's guitar, and of course Ringo's drums right there. So NEMS was a music store. It stood for North End Music Stores. It was situated in Great Charlotte Street in Liverpool. And this is how you used to shop for records back then. And then you could go into the sound booths and listen to the record. And if you wanted to buy it, then you could. So this is Brian Epstein's suit. If anyone was the fifth Beatle, it was Brian. So this is Abbey Road, Northwest 8 in Westminster. So Abbey Road Studios. Look at the original sheet music. That's the original sheet music to yesterday. All in Paul's handwriting. These are all their instruments, their original instruments. This is the recording studio. Would have looked like in Abbey Road. It says, "Welcome to the studio." Here's some more handwritten notes. Ticket to Ride. Help. told her it was you. Not a lot of space in there, was there, huh? The girl's fainting. Beatlemania is here to stay. I love George. Ringo. Look at all this. All the different, they even have tights with their faces on it. Look at, these are autographs and postcards from the boys. To Bernadette, love Paul McCartney. Pete Best, it's before Ringo was even part of them. Great. The Beatles Christmas show. Beatlemania arrives in the U.S. Look at, they had Beatles fan club for all ages. They even had little kids' jackets made up. Look at this. The Beatles official fan club. You would get a letter. But they flew Pan Am to America. Here's them getting off the plane. And of course, in America, they appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1964. 75 years of Capitol Records. Strawberry Fields. Strawberry Fields was an orphanage here in Liverpool. And there is a church where you can find the tombstone of Eleanor Rigby here in Liverpool, but Paul swears that has nothing to do with Eleanor Rigby. He actually wound up rhyming something and getting part of the name from a store, I believe. So this was a film prop gravestone used by the Beatles in their 1995 comeback video, Free as a Bird. This is the actual prop. So that is the exact bass that Paul played Taxman, Eleanor Rigby, I Am Only Sleeping, Love You Too, Here, There, Everywhere, Yellow Submarine, She Said, Good Day Sunshine, And Your Bird Can Sing, For No One, Dr. Robert, I Want to Tell You, Got to Get You Into My Life, and Tomorrow Never Knows. That is the bass that he played that. is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band, and here are the actual costumes. There's John's, Ringo's, Paul's, and George's. The Magical Mystery Tour. About to get on the Yellow Submarine. They have a little fish tank here. All the Yellow Submarine toys. Now, something very interesting about the Yellow Submarine is, even though it's a Beatles movie, an animated movie, the Beatles didn't even voice the characters, their own characters. Ringo's drums right here. Paul's notes, handwritten notes for Flaming Pie. This is all about John here. Radio wires that he sent. Oh, I thought it was something that went up. Oh, look at the bed in. Give peace a chance. And over here is the corner on George. George's handwritten notes here, and they all got smeared. The traveling Wilburys. A note from George. These are all things actually designed by Ringo. This shirt says peace and love, peace and love. Like that. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Hair peace, bed peace. So this was John Lennon's last piano. Right here. Made by the New England Piano Company, Boston, Massachusetts. He bought an antique piano. This was the last piano that he owned. So when he recorded Imagine, he was wearing a black jacket. And this is the jacket right over here. One of his favorite jackets. They have a small, the Beatles story presents unseen John Lennon photographs from the Beacon Theater in New York City, October 17th of 1974. Sergeant Pepper Street. Got a little discovery zone in here. Looks like mostly for kids, but this is great. Hello, my name is Ringo and I'll play the drums.
Are you thirsty?
And here are the Beatlettes in the cavern right here. Oh, you can even do karaoke here. There you go. Down, 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 down. Yeah, 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 she loves you, yeah, 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 she loves you. So the kids can dress up like Sergeant Pepper's if they want, and they even have a musical piano. They have a nice little cafeteria here. You can buy some souvenir mugs and such. And of course, welcome to the gift shop. I'm digging this yellow submarine shirt right here. love these. There's our tour guide, Tim, I believe. Yep, there he is. Very knowledgeable individual. And we appreciate it. So that was a fascinating museum. We loved it. Yeah,
It's very well researched. I like it.
Yeah. Now, are we actually going to be able to go into the cavern? Like, yeah.
We'll go to where the cavern
Is
We won't
yeah.
be going in.
I heard it looks completely different now since they remodeled it and everything.
It's remodeled. I mean, it's pretty much the same format, except there's a back room, so it's bigger. And
Okay.
there's a bar, because when the Beatles used to play there, they never sold alcohol.
Okay.
They only sold coffee and Coca-Cola.
Okay.
So,
So that was pretty much an exact replica in there.
yeah,
Like
very
even the
much so.
size.
Feeling of kind of claustrophobia.
Right.
Would have been about 500 people in there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Would have been full on.
The safety regulations of the day would never
Exactly. Yeah.
have it.
No fire escape.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Vivi went and got some John Lennon glasses. Look at
Very
that.
good.
Even though she's Paul.
I am Paul.
Right.
Always been Paul.
So who's your favorite? Paul?
Paul, probably.
Ringo. I know Mima's Ringo. George. You don't know,
All of them. I
huh?
like them all.
You like them all?
Love Paul.
Paul, yeah. Everybody likes Paul. I don't know. I admire his writing and things like that, although it's dropped off a little bit.
And
but-
then he's 80 years old. Still.
Yeah, at 80 years old, I think he's done his bit for Queen and Country. So
Hasn't he? He really has.
that boat right there is called Prestige Worldwide from the Step Brothers. So here are our finds. The Beatles in the Cavern Liverpool Club. That's my t-shirt, 1962, with a picture of them. How much was that shirt?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
It doesn't say?
I can't remember. We spent roughly,
About $100.
yeah, so it was 82 pounds.
Yes.
Or about $100.
About $100. So what else did everybody else get?
Emerson got a
Look at this.
hooded sweatshirt.
Now that's the back
This is the back
of
of
them
it.
going across Abbey Road. And then the front, it's got them. That's an awesome sweatshirt. And it is very soft on the
Yes.
inside.
Vivi got her.
Her John Lennon sunglasses. Vivi, model your sunglasses. There we are, right there. And we also got a Cavern
Magnet.
magnet. Yeah, I love the statue of John.
Is that still there? We'll see.
What did you get, Becky?
I got a t-shirt.
I know you did. Look at that. Help. You could have got 2 for $35.
I could have. But I didn't. If they would have had something that. Right. But they were 20 pieces, 20 bucks a piece, or 2 for 40. Or not 20 bucks, but.
So 20 pounds or 2 for 35.
Right.
So let's go. All right. So you got help. Very cool.
Yes.
We're having some crisps and some diet soda, some diet Cokes. So I think we're going to end this right here with the Beatles Museum.
Weird coloring going.
That's okay. But because we've still got like 4 more stops. So we'll end this one here and we will continue with our going in the steps of the Beatles just coming up shortly. So if you like what you see, just a big thumbs up.
Did you learn something?
Yeah, I hope you did learn something.
I don't remember what I learned, but I did learn something.
But this was very interesting.
I like this stuff about Brian Epstein.
Yes. The 5th Beatle.
Yeah. I read a book about him.
You read a book about it?
It was in a book. I read about it in a book about it.
And a book about it.
He had it wrong.
He did. Get a rough time. But a brilliant man. And the Beatles wouldn't be where they are if it wasn't for him.
In the book that I read, he clashed with the Colonel quite a bit.
Yeah. So, if you like what you see, give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Keep it safe, keep it sexy. If you want to correspond with us in any way, shape, or form, I'll put our P.O. box information down below. And we'll also put our interactive map down below, which Davey Sitter so kindly updates for us. And until then, we will see you next time on Where the Heck Are the Albans? Bye, everyone.
Bye.